All right, guys, let's take a look at this Oris Aquis Pro. This sounds weird. Maybe I'm not saying it right. This is a 4,000 meter water depth rating watch. It is a serious flex diver watch here. I doubt many people that actually buy this actually even go diving. However, it doesn't really matter. We like dive watches, which means we like spec heavy dive watches occasionally, and that's what this is. Comes with a hefty price tag at $6,200 is the retail price. But you can pick this up at Saltzmans in Rhode Island. Tell them I sent you. I have a discount code down below. I'm not sure if it works on this one. It might not. This is kind of a special watch. But reach out to Richard or anybody there. Tell them I sent you and get your Oris fix. But this thing is a beast. Let's get right into it. It's hard to believe this is titanium too, but if it was stainless steel, it would probably weigh, well, obviously weigh a lot more. But it is titanium. So let's get into it. So I measure the width. I measure the case from here to here, because that's fair. Can't measure this outer part. 48 millimeter. Shockingly, I thought it would be larger than that. It's 48 millimeter. The lug to lug is 55 millimeter. So you have that Aquis proprietary lug design there. No bracelet available on this one. You just get that excellent blue strap with the proprietary screw pins for the lugs. The thickness on this might be the thickest watch I've had on the channel. 23.8 millimeter. Check out that sapphire. That sapphire is probably as thick as some watches I've handled. Absolute tank. Crown. 10 millimeter screw down crown, signed, keeping that 4,000 meter, 400 bar water resistance on this. In the titanium, which is the only way it comes, just like this, it weighs 196 grams. So it's not overbearing, but you're near that 200 gram mark, which is typically a fairly heavy watch. So this is definitely not light, but considering the size, it is, I guess. Inside is the caliber 400 movement. That's the Oris in-house movement, which provides, 7 days power reserve or something like that, and anti-magnetic and all that good stuff. Check out that dial. Nice wave pattern on there. Applied markers, beautiful blue, powder blue. Check out that ceramic bezel insert, held on with those same screws that they use for doing the lugs. Different size, but same type of tri screw there. So the whole bezel system on this is patent pending. So you can see right there, rotation. It's called the RSS, the Rotation Safety System, tested to 4,000 meters. I can't imagine even the equipment to test it to 4,000 meters. That's not the typical type stuff. Of course, you have a helium escape valve. But the way this works is basically like those childproof doorknobs. Most of you guys probably have had kids, and maybe you use those or not. I didn't, but I've seen them before where they have like this cover thing that goes over a doorknob. Well, a kid just spins it. They can't grab it and put enough pressure down to turn the doorknob. It's kind of the same concept here. Now this thing will spin without spinning the bezel, right? See that? So, and there's clicks at the cardinal positions. So 12, 3, 6, and 9 for the open spot. Now I leave it like I wear this thing. I leave it here because that gives you this gap here for operating the crown. If you're going to adjust the time or date or anything, you probably want to move that to this position so you can adjust the crown anyway. But what you do is you basically pinch, you just squeeze it, and then you can rotate the bezel. And it is 120 click. So you just pinch it. It's simple. It's not like rocket science here. And then you can adjust it. And if you don't put enough tension on it, it'll just slip out from you. That's all it does. So, but excellent bezel action. And that is a pretty cool system because there's literally no way you're going to bump that bezel. It just isn't going to happen because you'd have to bump it on both sides and turn at the same time. The odds of that happening during a dive are like just impossible. It just won't happen. So pretty cool bezel system for sure. There's a look at the case back. Gives you some data regarding dive timing, I think. Thing is an absolute beast. Beautiful blue strap. And I love the clasp system. Also done in titanium, and it has a quick adjust. So you have on the fly quick adjust here. Now you can cut this down to size if needed, but probably won't have to. And then you just pinch it and slide it in. So you can see you have cut lines there, and then it's reinforced with bars. So let's pop this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, I would probably have to cut it down. Well, I can still adjust the strap more, so maybe not. But here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Should fit nicely under a cuff. No way. Not unless you're wearing like a gi or something with massive cuffs. But there you go. Absolute beast of a watch. If you want to have that dive watch flex, 4,000 meters, boom, there's your Oris. Like I said, comes with a decent price tag, over $6 grand, but I guess that's part of flexing, right? You got to bring the big boy credit card or cash or whatever you're doing. This thing has killer lume too. Of course it will, right? It has blue and green. I love that. I love my new UV flashlight. All right, let's turn off the studio lights and check the lume on this bad boy. Insane. Incredible. That is some excellent lume. I love it. Oh, you know what else I wanted to show you real quick before I be done with this one? I wanted to show it size comparison next to a Seiko SKX. Most people know what a SKX, you know, size-wise looks like, or almost looks like you could fit a Seiko SKX inside this thing. It's like a Seiko SKX escape pod. I love that crystal too. That crystal, get a close up of that crystal. Look at that thing. I mean, you have to go nuts. You have to go crazy thick with all the components to meet that requirement of 4,000 meters. That's just preposterous. Yeah, Hip Hop Anonymous. I don't know. I can't speak. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.